Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. We have finished live stream season here on the channel for Lord of the Rings set, but that does not mean we are done drafting. I believe today is our 10th non-live streamed or early access draft on the channel, and we have plenty more to go. Although we've only got 6 weeks left until the new set. Yeah, I know, right? I have 6 weeks left until the new set. Wilds of Eldraine is fully spoiled, I guess is what we're gonna say, and then we will be back to live streaming Wilds of Eldraine, especially early access and all that kind of stuff in due time. But don't worry, we still have plenty more Lord of the Rings drafts to go here. Having a great time with the format, not having an enormous amount of success with the format. But that's not necessarily why y'all are here and why I'm here either. We're having a good time. We're making sure we get you a large quantity of drafts. And speaking of drafts, let's dive into one. Okay, and here we are. Interesting first pack. Okay, so I said there's only 2 rares in this entire set or 2 cards in this entire set that would push me toward blue-green scry. Galadriel is one of them. 3 mana 3/3. Whenever the ring tempts you, if you chose a creature other than Galadriel as your ring bearer, scry 3. Whenever you scry, reveal the top card. If it's a land, put it onto the battlefield. It's great. Very, very good for the blue-green scry deck. However, there's also Elrond, which is outstanding for that deck. There's Celeborn the Wise, which is fine for the deck, and Lothlorien Lookout, which is great for the deck. I'm going to take the Galadriel here over Shire Sheriff, which is a card I actually haven't found to be outstanding. A little bit of an underperformer for me. And I'm going to try to wheel the Lookout. If the Lookout does not wheel, then I'm probably going to jump ship on this deck. But we're going to take Galadriel, and I'm not locking myself in necessarily to blue-green scry, but it's a possibility. Okay? So if we look at the options for blue-green, we've got effectively, well, no green except for the Mushroom Watchdogs here. There's Hithlane Knots, which I'm fine playing a copy of in blue-green. There's Glorious Gale, which is fine if you don't get the good 2-drops, of which Nimrodel Watcher is not one of them. And Willow Wind is a replaceable 5-drop for the deck. So I'm going to go ahead and take Voracious Fellbeast here. I'm not going to miss out on any of these blue cards if we do end up going blue-green. But Voracious Fellbeast is a card I actually haven't had the chance to play with yet. And black's the best color, as everyone knows. So we're just going to go ahead and take the Voracious Fellbeast here and follow it up with a Golem's Bite. Third pick, Golem's Bite, not necessarily signal sending yet, but notably the rare is gone, and I do believe a common was taken over Golem's Bite here. Now, maybe that common was Claim the Precious, but there's no blue card in this pack. So, what that tells me is that either the rare was blue, or someone took something like Birthday Escape or Lorien Revealed over Golem's Bite, which could mean black might be open from the right. But let's go ahead and take Golem's Bite here. Wow. What a pack. Alright, guys. I'm going to need you to go ahead and leave a comment right now. What do you take here? This is defining the direction of our draft. Claim the Precious versus Saruman the White versus Faramir versus Smite the Deathless. I mean, all of this is great. I'm going to wait for you to leave that comment. Let me know which direction you would like to go with this draft. And while you do that, and while you've paused it and made that comment, I think I'm going with Claim the Precious. This is really close. I have found that the black decks that succeed the most, in my opinion, are the ones that have removal. And Claim the Precious is irreplaceable in those black decks. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it here. That was a really tough pick. I'm not sure. That might have been the hardest pick I've had of the format so far. Very defining as far as which direction to go here. Okay, now we have Sam's Desperate Rescue, which can get back something like the Fellbeast if it dies. We also have Lash of the Balrog if we end up in a Sacrifice-y deck, which we could, but we're not guaranteed. There's also Haunt, which could be fine in most black decks. I think I'll take my first copy of Sam's Desperate Rescue. We already have 1 and 1.5, kind of 2 ways to tempt us. Sam's Desperate Rescue tempts us a 3rd way. So I think I'm going to take my first copy of Desperate Rescue here and then go from there. Not thrilled with my options in this pack. I think the best card is Deceive the Messenger. Well, I do think the best card is the Shire, but not in a heavy black deck like this. So I'm going to take the Deceive the Messenger. Kind of hedges back towards blue-green if we do get pushed off of black. Very late Birthday Escape, pick 7. You love to see that. So I love me a good blue-black deck with plenty of Birthday Escapes in it. And if this is a pod that's not going to value Birthday Escapes, I'll take advantage of that. Council's Deliberation, I have not found that blue-black scries very well. Arwen's Gift is about the only playable way to do it in blue-black at non-rare or mythic. Mordor Trebuchet, probably not. I don't think blue-black is a deck that's interested in Shelob's Ambush, but I think it's better than a random Deliberation in a deck that's probably not scrying. However, I do realize we have the Galadriel here, so actually I'm going to go ahead and take the claim. We did wheel the Lookout, but we did not wheel Elrond or Celeborn, so that does not mean the deck isn't necessarily open, but there's no blue or black cards for me to take here. So I guess I'll hedge back with Lothlorien Lookout if we get pushed off of black super hard. I don't care about Treason. Well, I was mistaking this one for the other, the 4 mana Surrounded by Orcs. Treason's a little bit better than that. See, Willow Wind and Nimrodel Watcher Wheel. Not that the Watcher is very good. I don't even think it's good in Scry. I guess I'll take the Willow Wind. Neither of these are playable in blue-black. You'll notice there haven't been any black cards after about pick 6 or so, which is par for the course for this set. Alright, got Many Partings, Mirror Guardian, and Shire Scarecrow. I guess I'll take Many Partings here. Cast into the Fire into the board, and we'll go from there. Well, if you're still here and you're enjoying the content here today and you enjoy the content here on the channel, go ahead and drop a subscribe. It's absolutely free for you if you're not subscribed yet. It just helps out the channel, helps out the metrics of the channel, and helps us grow quicker, which is great. And if you really like the channel here and watch for a while, we've also got a Patreon page. Very, very inexpensive, as little as $1 per month. Go ahead and head over to Daily Draft Patreon. Check out what we have to offer. We have a lot of great things over at the Patreon. Access to the Discord server, early access to content, and tier lists. So go ahead and check that out as we ponder a very, very interesting pack to pick 1. Elrond is outstanding in the Scry deck. However, if there's another Claim the Precious here, I don't think I can pass it up. At this point, I'm probably looking to lock in black with double Claim, Fellbeast, and Golem's Bite. It's going to be hard to push me off black, even if that's the only black cards we get. There is an option to go into blue-green Scry here, but I've played that deck a good amount. Gosh, 3 claims, a Fateful Strike, a Torment. I mean, I'm going to take all the claims I can get. I'm very interested in playing a Black Breath in this deck as well, because one thing I've noticed is with all these Claim the Preciouses, as soon as your opponent plays Rally at the Hornburg, you're not feeling great about your life. So hopefully Pelargir Survivor could wheel, which would be great against all of those. Ooh. All right, we got another really tough decision here. Bitter Downfall versus Saruman. I think this one is Saruman because Bitter Downfall, we already have 3 claims, and usually my black decks lack removal. But we've got 3 claims, and Saruman's going to be great if we can find some more Birthday Escapes and Deceive the Messengers, which I'm really hoping to do. So let's go ahead and take Saruman here. Very close pick there. We did get another Deceive the Messenger. I think that's better than Easterling Vanguard. Better than Eorith. Obviously better than Witchcraft here. Deceive the Messenger does good work against the 1/1 tokens running around. And now we've got Shelob. This card's just stupid, right? Like, there's also another Deceive and a Lorien revealed. I would love both of these, but can we splash a Shelob here off of We already have one generous ent. I think we might be able to. Let's take Shelob here. Okay, Grima Wormtongue is a great ring bearer blocker. 3 mana 1/4, your opponents can't gain life, and you can sack a creature to drain and amass. So we'll go ahead and take that as a blocker more than likely. Isolation. Basically the only playable card in our colors here. I think I'll take it. It's fine, it's not outstanding. Late Errand Rider and Eagles. No splashing in this pack. Well, that's a little disconcerting. Nothing here for us. So I guess I'll cut Prince Imrahil. And still looking for another couple of birthday escapes. I definitely need more amass in this deck. We do not have a lot currently. I guess we have Double Deceive, which is kind of decent. You know, I would love a Torment of Golem or two. We could wheel one, but I doubt it. They don't really wheel anymore at this point in the format, as much as I would love them to. We did open one pack 1 and pack 2. So if they're going to wheel, we're going to get them either now or the next pack. Let's see. They really shouldn't wheel. Yeah, only thing we're getting back is Ambush. There's a Shire Terrace to splash the Shelob, but I don't think this is very good. Do we have an Ambush already? No, I'm probably more likely to play Terrace with Shelob in the deck here. I'm wondering if black-green is better than black-blue here. We'll see. There's a Wizard's Rockets. That could do something, maybe. Revive the Shire. We're getting a couple of green cards here. Grey Havens and Surrounded by Orcs. This is the one that I said is really not great. And a last pick, Strider. Okay, so we know we're playing black, so we're taking a pretty easy Dunlin Crebain here. Notably, Pelargir Survivor did not wheel out of the last pack either. There's another Generous Ent, which could wheel, but I don't think it would. I would play 2 to help splash the Shelob here, but Dunlin Crebain's exactly what we're looking for. Wouldn't mind a couple Glorious Gales as well with this curve. I wouldn't mind, you know, Pelargir Survivors in the 2-drop slot here. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Dunlin Crebain. That's very difficult to pass up on a Dunlin Crebain here. Okay, another Birthday Escape. You love to see it. There's a Smite, there's a Mahur, and then a couple of nothings, but we'll take the Birthday Escape here. Now that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ways to tempt. Pretty good. Currently splashing Shelob off of 1 Generous Ent. And maybe a Wizard's Rockets. And maybe a Shire Terrace. Alright. Unfortunately, quite a bad pack for us here, even if we consider green as a second color. So I'm probably going to take the Kirith Ungol Patrol, as there is no blue, and there's a Bag End Porter and a Brandywine Farmer. So let's take the Ungol Patrol here. Okay, so I did say I wanted a copy of the Black Breath in this deck. However, there's a Lorien Revealed and even a Gothmog here, and I think I need my first Lorien Revealed, because what this means is that we could still open up the possibility to go black-green splashing Saruman off of a Lorien Reveal, but we do have to give up double Birthday Escape, double Deceive to do that. So I'm still going to take the Lorien Reveal. The Black Breath might even wheel. We could have had all the Errand Riders we wanted here. There's a Dunedain Rangers, Meriadoc, Bombadil Song as decent green cards. Grond is not for this deck. Mirkwood Bats, not that either. Knights of Dol Amroth. We have Double Escape. And we have the Ring tempting us. probably better than Captain of Umbar and Mirkwood Bats here. What's our curve looking like? We could afford a 4-drop. A Watcher, Shelob's Escape, or Shelob's Ambush. Like, we only have 8 creatures in this deck. And not a ton of amass. I don't need the Watcher, though. I don't need the Scarecrow, and I don't want another Rocket. So I guess I'll take the Ambush. Pelargir Survivor pick 7. That's what we needed. That goes a long way with this deck. We need that pretty desperately. So let's take the Survivor here. Gorbag of Minas Morgul versus a second Ambush. I guess I'll take the 2-mana 2/2, but I don't know if I'll play it. Kingfisher probably gets played. Oh, I didn't even consider the second Generous Ent. I should have taken the second Generous Ent there. I had immediate regrets. I definitely believe I should have taken that second Generous Ent. That would have been a lot better for us. That's okay. We'll survive. So, any ways to scry currently? If not, then the deliberation's just like pretty bad. I don't think we do. Yeah, we don't have any way to scry here. Boy, what would I do for another Generous Ent over a random Kingfisher? Darn, I was just locked in on blue-black there. So, deliberation, not good enough. Wizard's Rockets might be a necessary evil for the Shelob, which I do want to splash. Double Orcs, Willow Wind, Deliberation, and Warg would be the only things we could play. We could run the Terrace here. And then we wouldn't need to run the Rockets. And then we run it like this with 11 creatures. A random Gorbag as a 2-mana 2/2. We've got Grim of Wormtongue as a nice blocker. The Knights can do some work potentially. The Ent can splash. Shelob, 2 forests, Shire Terrace. Didn't get any of the trolls, but that's okay. We have a Lorien Revealed and a Generous Ent here. And yeah, I think that's probably the deck. 17 lands seems okay. I don't really have anything else to run over it. Or over any of this, except the Rockets, maybe. Don't think the Deliberation's very good. So yeah, that's how I will run it today. First time with Shelob in the deck. We'll see if we ever get to draw or cast her. See you in game 1. Okay, opponent goes first. You're seeing why Shire Terrace is more of a necessary evil than a good card here. It's not particularly great in this hand, because we would have to take off turn 2 to crack this. But we will keep it because we do have the Survivor to kind of hold off an aggressive start here. And then I'll crack this likely on turn 3. Especially if we miss a land drop. Unless we hit a black, then I'll probably just keep curving out. Okay, they attacked. They still had priority, so... Clearly, they have a way to use a combat trick here, but if they use the combat trick... Yeah, see, they're already going to their hand for the combat trick. Is it worth playing into? We don't have a way to blow them out. Do we need the mana from Pelargir Survivor? Kind of. I mean, we can do Birthday Escape off of the Survivor, and we can crack the Terrace next turn if we take it here. So I'll just go ahead and not take the bait this turn. And then eventually the Dunland Crebain can trade for that. So let's go ahead and see if we can hit our land drop naturally here. Not at all. Okay. Now we're going to need to... We don't technically need to draw anything yet, unless they keep hitting land drops and playing bigger creatures, because we have a 2-mana 2/2 next turn, even if we miss another land here. Okay, hit the land, so it means we just do a Dunlin Crebain pretty easily here. And now we have great blocks. Yeah, I won't be blocking with that. Nor do I have any reason to hold up its mana. Okay, so we'll trade this for a combat trick happily, though. Or just let it die. That's also fine with me. Oath of the Grey Host. See, this is the kind of card that makes our triple Claim the Precious not be particularly great. Go ahead and get in. I have to keep the Ent, I think, so as a cycler, and then we can get it back with Sam's Desperate Rescue. Get rid of the Ungol Patrol, because once I get to 5, I'm just playing Saruman here. So let's get rid of that. Go to blockers, go to damage. Play Gorbag, be fine to trade that off, and then cycle away Generous Ent. Just gonna have to outrace these 3 tokens up here. Can cycle this now. I can use Sam's Desperate Rescue this turn to get it back. That's the most mana efficient thing to do. Actually, Shelob costs 6. We currently do have a 5-drop. As soon as we get to 6, we're just dropping Shelob. It's got reach as well. So does Generous Ent. Wait, Shelob doesn't have reach? That's weird. So eventually, if we keep this as our Ring Bearer, eventually they're going to make a bunch of 1/1 flyers that can block it. The Survivor... currently at 3. If they try to double or triple block the Survivor, I think this is a better Ring Bearer at this point. Alright, now will they use the trick? Still no use here. What's the turn 5 play? Another Oath. Huh. Interesting. That will make life difficult. Oh man, our hand is loaded. I don't really want to be discarding anything here, but we kind of have to attack. Jeez. The Fell Beast is going to get not great with all these 1/1s here. Because they're just going to sacrifice... They can even just sacrifice this. Plus it's another 6-drop with 3 6-drops. We probably have to get rid of one of the 6-drops here. I don't know if we can outrace this. Because we're at 8. They have 3 1/1s. Next turn they're going to get 3 more. And they could just keep hitting us through our reach here. We do have 2 foods, notably. But they've got like infinite chump blockers. See, here's a point where claim is just not going to get the job done. So whenever a creature dealt damage this turn by a spider dies. So Shelob would have to be the one that deals the damage to kill something for it to get us another food here. On the other hand, Generous Ent is another way to just preserve more life and have Dunland Kerbane block, Generous Ent block, and then they only have 1 left. And that also lets us keep up Golem's Bite if they go for like a Shelob's Ambush when we block with this. Oh, that's brutal. A reprieve. Yikes. That might kill us. So, Oath of the Grey Host, every single time I play that on my side of the battlefield, it's horrible. They play 2 in a row, and we're probably going to lose to it here. Probably have to Golem's Bite a flyer here just to preserve my life total. I mean, it feels horrible, but... Do they have an ambush? So I play the Ent, I block, I take 3, next turn I take 2. I mean, I'm not dead. If they have removal for the Ent, then that's not great. And by not great, I mean pretty much lethal at this point, but... Our hand is so expensive, we're gonna have to, like, eat these food, but, like... Alright, so if I attack, if they try to double block, I deceive the messenger, eat them both, amass 2. If they don't block, I deceive the messenger, the errand rider next turn, and I double block with my 1/3 and my 1/1. Both of those are probably okay. Okay. I'm still not dead to a removal spell, because I do have the Ent. Next turn we're probably claiming something, and then... Do they have a combat trick? Alright, so it looks like they had the ambush the entire time. Which is not great news for us. Right, I don't like doing this, but it gets me to level 4 of the ring as well. Alright, Shelob, what are you doing for me this game? Never being cast? If I get rid of the swamp, I eat the food, I go up to 6. I go down to 4. They're currently going to be at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're going to be at 14. They don't have any plays currently, so that means their hand is either both lands or like a 5-drop. Or 2 5-drops or something that aren't land cyclers. Conversely, I discard Shelob, I play the land, and I gain 6 life here. Is that more protection? I think I'm going to get rid of the land. I'm not going to, you know, leave any sort of anything to doubt here. Just going to eat my food now. War of the Last Alliance. Alright, what legendary creature card do they find? Is it one that cost 3 here? Next turn I can still claim and eat another food and attack with everything if they just play one creature. Samwise. That has flash. That's less good for me. So right now they're taking 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can make it 12. I can cast both of these, but then I can't eat any food and I can't hit them with the survivor, but that would let me amass here. This is a tough game. Okay, they go to 3. I think I have to claim now and then eat a food. And they flash in Sam. They go to 3. We go to 7. They've got 3 power. If they can double tempt, we still survive? What other legendary creature can they find? Prince Faramir. Okay. Are they dead, though? No, that's your only way to block my lethal ring bearer. You probably don't want to do that, unless you have a way to kill the survivor here. which they might. I gotta close out this game quick. Ah, there you go. That's another way to block it. Getting back Errand Rider. So all three of my creatures are lethal, so they're going to have to trade Faramir here. They're going to get 3 1/1s on the backside. So they're going to block, block, and block. I can save my 3/3 with my ambush and then play Shelob post-combat, or I can ambush. The ring tempting me doesn't do much here by changing around my ring bearer. What does this do? Creatures you control gain double strike. The ring tempts you. So they're going to go to level 4 here. So it's going to be a... Oh, it's going to hit us twice. Oh, God. This thing's going to hit us twice next turn. So it's going to hit us for 8, which means we can eat a food and still survive. So it hits us once. It triggers the last one. And then it hits us again, it triggers the last one. So we're going to get 8 damage dealt to us. Again, they have to block with all of these. They have an Errand Rider and a Haunt next turn, so we go to 1 here. We have to eat the food. We can double spell, but we'll have to not eat the food, which we determined we already have to, so we can't cast Shelob. So we can do this. Again, they're getting 3 1/1s. Oh God, they all gain double strike. We take 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 here. Forgot they have 3 1/1s that are also gaining double strike as well. That's tough. God, really close game. I'm wondering if there's something I could have done differently here. I thought I had it, but all these 1/1s. I mean, I told you our worst matchup is going to be... Oh, they had lethal. They didn't go for it. Okay. Does that mean we're not dead? We're pretty close. So we eat this, go up to 9. We go down to 1. We can hold up a bluff. A bluff of like a combat trick post-combat here or something. Or counterspell, I mean. That's tough. 4/5? Well, that blocks their... No, it doesn't block their ring bearer. So we have to find an out, like, right now. Gosh, Shelob never did a darn thing this game. I guess that's an out. Maybe? I haven't done the math. Okay, they're gonna trade. They trade all of them. Okay, it's good news for us. Oh, I should have given the Kingfisher the Ring Bearer status here. That would be lethal next turn. I really hope that... I can Golem's Bite and Ring Tempt at sorcery speed next turn, though. And be able to get up there. But instead, they top deck a Dunland Crebain, so maybe not. I mean, I can Ring Tempt, put it on the Fisher, they're forced to block here. Instead, I will attack. This is a really tight game, man. Okay, get rid of both of those creatures. And then just play Shelob here. And if they have a way to Ring Tempt... Okay, they're going to try to draw out of it. Do they have a counter spell in their deck? I said if they top decked a way to Ring Tempt, their Dunland Crebain would have been lethal underneath our Kingfisher there, because they're at level 4 as well. So, that's fine. Okay. Is it better to play Knights, or is it better to play Golem's Bite and Tempt onto the Kingfisher here? And then I get a loot. They're going to block sack again. They kind of have infinite food, as many creatures as they draw. They have 12. We deck before them here. We get a copy of this creature that is a food, though. Really tight. This is probably the tightest game I've played yet of the entire format. Really tough here. Wait, why didn't we get a cop? Oh, that's right. Whenever it dealt damage by a spider. Oh my god, really? What are we doing here? Ugh. Top decking Vanguard and King of the Oathbreakers, really? Huh. Grima Wormtongue is pretty good against their food machine, but King of the Oathbreakers is going to kill us before that matters. Would I rather Golem's Bite, Kingfisher, attack this turn? I could do both, actually. Depending on what I draw. If I attack with Shelob, they have the opportunity to block sack, but they're probably sacking anyway. currently dealing 5 damage to them, taking 3 on the back end. Does this kill us if we... Yeah, because they're going to have this, this, and this in play. We're going to have 3 blockers. We're not blocking that. We go to 1. We have 3 blockers for their 4/5 and 1/1 attacker here. So we're okay to attack with both of these. Because we know they're block sacking with Ungol Patrol and Vanguard here pretty clearly. I think it's got to be Lorien Revealed going to the yard so I can play Worm Tongue. And I didn't play Worm Tongue pre-combat because it doesn't matter the order. Well, no, okay, that was just a punt because they wouldn't have been able to block sack and eat the food. So, man, when the going gets tough, it becomes difficult. Things become difficult, that is for sure. All right, 1 land. Here comes the king. We're dead next turn. Esquire of the King. Okay. There's got to be a way we can win from here, right? We're dead next turn no matter what. They can't gain life, so I think we actually just win. Right? What are they looking for? Bringing back Haunt? That comes back tapped, so that's okay. Well, they could draw something off of the Ungol Patrol here. They draw an instant speed kill spell or something like that. 1 bottom, okay. Currently just dead on board unless they draw something here. I'm leaving this back because my plan is to deceive the messenger something, amass orcs 1, sacrifice the orcs, and then make them lose a life as potential. So they're going to eat, block here. They're going to block, sack. They're going to die unless they top deck removal. So... Okay, let's see what you draw. Again, they're currently dead, so they're going to have to activate the Ungol Patrol here. Now the question is... Let's see if... Okay, so now... I can save Saruman here by using this. Or I can hold out... No, because everything's tapped anyway. They're going to kill me if I... Let's go to damage. That's fine. You can't gain life. Okay, take 3 more. Trigger on the stack. Wow. What a game. What a game. If you're out there, Caxor, let me know. That was a great game. Well played, both players. We weren't perfect playing, but it was a really good and really fun one. That's why we play Magic, for games like that. Okay, we go first this time with not a great hand, but we do have agreement on 3 and a lot of things we can draw into, so we'll go ahead and keep it here. On the note of a great game in the last one, if you're still here and you enjoyed it, does that not deserve at least over a glance at the Patreon page? Go ahead and take a glance over the Patreon page, or at least subscribe to the channel if you're not already. This is why I do this, to have fun like this, and hopefully you guys go ahead and drop comments as well as how you thought the last game went. From your perspective, I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well. Hopefully they don't have Glorious Gale here. They have Glorious Gale here. Love to see it. And they get tempted because it was legendary. Wonderful. Alright, well, playing slow. Watcher in the water. Okay. Let's see if that untaps. At any point this game, or if they can draw cards on my turn and create tentacles. Or, if I just draw a land, I can make them sack it. Does Saruman die to claim the precious here? I'm thinking he does. That makes the Fell Beast a lot worse. I did that in the wrong order. I guess we have to Birthday Escape. Alright, Saruman, do your worst. Okay. I'll amass 2 anyway. Ah, I did that in the wrong order too, didn't I? Should have played Knights and then Birthday Escape, then I would have got the counter right on the Knights. But my plan was to use... That card is stupid. My plan was to use Deceive the Messenger in the middle of combat there anyway. So now Saruman dies. Okay. I assume if I play Fell Beast, they're just sacking the Watcher here. Conversely, I could do nothing, hold up Knights and Deceive and Shelob's Ambush, but I'd rather just get this down. I'm sure they're sacking the Watcher. And now willing to take 5 and try to race here? Yeah, next turn I can hold up Deceive for their Orc army, so I think I will just take 5 this turn. And hold up Deceive for next turn. A Mouth of Sauron, how much do we make? Probably a 4-4 or a 5-5. Hugh the Entwood is in your deck. Okay, good for you, I suppose. Alright then, go ahead. I can at least get rid of their 8/8 by blocking with the Knights and using the ambush here, but they could have something. That's probably okay. So, I eat their Mouth of Sauron, I block with Knights, I give this -3, I give this +1/+2, and it's just a 4-5, and this is still a 5-8. Conversely, I have to do that. So... Well, I could also deceive and use the orc army as the ambush to kill that. So I can do like this. And then go to blockers. Block like this. Use ambush on the army. Go to damage, take nothing, get rid of their entire board except a defender. Eat our food, go up to 13. Okay. Alright, top deck war here now, and of course they top deck Saruman the Necromancer. Great. We did find a way to cast Shelob though, so... What are they going to get? Tapped and attacking, it's a 3-3, so they're going to get another Mouth of Sauron here. Or a Dunlin Crebain, maybe? They've got good options. The good news is it's going to run right into a Shelob. Although it's going to trade with like Shelob and Survivor. But then I get a copy of Sauron that's a food. So, I mean, there are decent things here. Assuming they don't top deck a removal spell for Shelob. If they do, I'm going to cry. I will still get to kill their Sauron here. Captain of Umbar, that's fine. Probably don't want to do that. I know you get good value, but I get a copy of Sauron, which I'm going to be able to copy other things as well. So this is going to die at the end step here. So what do I want to trade this for? Probably a Survivor. It's not doing much at this point. Yeah, so at the beginning of the end step, exile it unless Sauron's your ring bearer. Well, Sauron will be dead. So I'll take 3 and then win. All right. Another good win there. Lots of decisions in this draft, man. So many tough decisions to be making. Okay, so Deceive goes a long way in making this canned keepable. It kind of prevents some damage early on and also amasses 1, which is why I'm going to do it here. We've got 2 wins, which means now you have to do 2 different things. You have to go check out the Patreon page, and you have to subscribe. So, sorry about you. Rally at the Hornburg. Battle-scarred Goblin. I am fine just trading that off here. Although I could wait and just play Deceive to eat it. Deceive does good work at any point in the game here, so I'm okay just trading off. If they play another decent creature... Not exactly decent, but see, now Deceive is going to do some great work. Let's start with a Birthday Escape. Play an island and pass. And now, this can get up to a 0-1. Alright, because they can pump it twice here. So, just going to go ahead and eat their Goblin Fire Leaper with my Deceive the Messenger. And still be left with a 1-1. So this was a 1-mana 1-1 that killed their 2-drop. Like, that's pretty good. -2. Give it +2 to toughness. Alright, what's the follow-up here? Fired or Think? That's actually... You don't realize how good that is for you. Now I can't cast Claim, and I draw another one. They killed my swamp and then drew another claim. And then we drew another claim. That is an interesting development here. Alright, they're drawn out of it here. Good news is we've got claims, so as long as we find another swamp at some point. Theoden. Theoden is a good card. Eomer. Eomer is a better card. Wow. What a turn of events. Fire it or think, killing our freaking swamp. Now we can't cast all 3 removal spells in our hand. Kinda crazy. I can use ambush to kill their squire, or God, if they draw a land, they play Eomer, they give it double strike, and then I can, if I draw a land, I play claim, kill Theoden. I don't have ambush anymore to try to kill Eomer, then I use claim. Then they're getting double strike with all their creatures. God. This turned quickly. This game would be so over if they didn't kill a swamp. How dumb. Okay. Both of these have double strike now. They drew a land. Here comes Eomer. It gets double strike. We send it back, and then I guess we block and prevent 4. Don't really have anything else to do here. We drew 2 forests before we drew a second swamp. We're going to lose to a Fire at Orthanc, killing our second swamp when they mull to 5. That does effectively nothing here. We could bring back Generous Ent and cycle it away for no more forests in the deck. We could bring back Gorbag and Minas Morgul and not be able to cast it. A land would have been outstanding. We could have played Shelob and then Eomer does nothing. Wow! This draft has been absolutely nuts. 2 really good wins and then one of the stupidest losses you're ever going to see. That's just wild, man. Alright, Gurman, if you're out there, go ahead and rewatch this video to see how much your Fire at Orthanc, your unplayable worst common in the set, just destroyed us. Okay. No double black for claim, which we found last game was quite bad, but you saw how good Deceive the Messenger was, so I'm going to keep it off of the back of having Deceive the Messenger here, but obviously need to draw black. Not what I meant. Here comes Rally at the Hornburg. Rohirrim Lancer. Okay. We're gonna need some help here. Maybe this was a mulligan for that reason? I mean... I can't really get the value out of Deceive that I want to right now. That's going to be a problem. Okay. Now I have to crack this and use Deceive to eat their... No, they're going to have a 3-3 now. To bounce against their 1-1? I have to crack the terrace. I don't really have a choice. God. Why are we just getting savaged these last 2 games, man? Now I can't even block their 4-3. I can block their Lancer here. No, I can't, because I don't even amass. I just amass on top. It's got Menace. Okay. That is very timely. So these all gain Menace next turn, so we're guaranteed not blocking here. Although I guess if they have Rally at the Hornburg, that makes me look stupid. Doors of Durin. Okay. Take 6 plus a potential 6 more or something? I don't even know. Double bottom. Flipping Woe's Pathfinder. Now I wish I would have held this back. Obviously could have eaten it now, but you know, never lucky. So Isolation gets rid of this for good. Golem's Bite can kill either one of these things. They can kill the Lancer, but then the Pathfinder could still attack underneath because it would Ring Tempt. This would get Ring Bearer. I don't think we're going to be able to beat doors here. Okay. There wasn't a way for me to prevent attacking here because if I had bit the Lancer pre-combat, they put it on the Pathfinder, they attack underneath this. And if I bite this post-combat, or in the middle of combat, it's already attacked. 1 top, so what do they flip here? Lothlorien Lookout. Things have been worse. It's got hexproof. There's the Ent. Savagely not getting beaten here by not casting Golem's Bite in the middle of combat, because now they get to use that mana to cast the Ent here. We still can't prevent an attack, and we don't have a good block on the Lookout, so, I mean... yeah, we're gonna get beat by a Doors, which is a good card. I mean, no shame in getting beat by Doors. 1 bottom, 2 top, and flip over a War Beast for free. And it just stays there. And it has hexproof. And we're at 4, and they're at 17. Yeah, I don't think we can beat that. I have 4 cards in hand. There's 6/5 now. It's got a counter on it. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't even think the hand was the reason we lost that game. We were able to cast all of our claims. It was just Doors. Doors is too good. Not a ton of bomb rares in this set. That's one of them. Okay. Well, we've got our mana even though the hand is slow. So we're just going to get, you know... I'm just going to see if we can survive this here. Survive some sort of onslaught. No, I can't cast Birthday Escape. I think I've just got a Shire Terrace. Probably getting green, but I could definitely see getting blue. Yeah, just all of the cheap creatures. Claim is a great card unless you're playing against these red-white decks. I think I'm going to get green. But again, that's close. Alright, I don't like doing this, but... we have another one in hand for next turn as well as playing Birthday Escape, so... okay, now I might not, if that's all they're going to do. Still have something up. So let's Birthday Escape and then see what we draw into. I think I'm willing to wait a turn in the event that they play something better. Although it went straight. They have 2 more lands in hand. That's great news for us if that's the case. But now they're getting priority, so it's not that. Alright, Ungol Patrol or Saruman here. I'm going to start with the big butt. And then if they attack, I think if any trick they have in red-white is probably just going to trade. Like they can have... oh, I see. They can move this over here. Okay. Well, we've had all of our claims. So... I don't think we need to use a claim on that. Again, they still have priority, so... they've got something here. I can block with either of these and save it with Shelob's Ambush, but the thing is they could also have something else in... oh. Something else in hand. 6/3. I can still save the patrol. And I think I will try. This will be a 5/7. And then maybe they have like Smite the Deathless that they can 2 for 1, or they can 2 for 2 here. to take down the patrol if they want. Alright, I don't know what it was, but we managed to get it. We did stabilize against red-white, but gosh, these claims are just not very good when they're playing dorky 1-1s and 3-1s. Man. We're on the draw, so I think that makes this a keep, but again, if we go up against red-white, very clearly could be just a straight loss. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, not under a ton of pressure here, which is great. Now, the thing is, we're probably going to get the Kingfisher countered next turn, but I can't do anything about that. We've got all our mana, which is great, so... We've got nothing to do but do this, so we'll have this get Glorious Galed, but we do still have Sauron's Ransom. Do you want the 2 lands, including Barad-dûr, or do you want the Bitter Downfall here? Or you don't know that you could get Bitter Downfall. Or should I offer them Bitter Downfall and then 3 lands? Because I don't care if they have Barad-dûr. And if they draw 3 lands, whatever. But the Bitter Downfall is going to be the thing that could hurt me the most. It's a 3-for-1 with the Sauron's Ransom, but like... I could do this, and then make them think that something better is down there. I kind of like this. I'm sure they'll take the 3 lands here, but... Yeah, I mean, I don't really care necessarily about them having 3 more lands, as long as they weren't already mana screwed. That wouldn't be great for me. Ah, God, see? All these 1-1s! Makes my life so much more difficult. And then we're missing land drops. Can't do that. Feels pretty bad. Gosh, Oath of the Grey Host, every time I get it put in my deck, it's way too slow. And every time my opponent plays it, it just savages me. Leaving all their mana up, missing another land drop. Clearly they have something good here. I'm sure it's another counter spell, so I guess I'm running Grima into it, and then... holding up Deceive? Does that do anything? I probably need to hold up Golem's Bite. So this format has been such a quandary for me, because, like, I know I'm not playing perfectly, and I think this deck is quite good, and it's probably going to go 3-3 here. I can't get over this trophy hump. I think I've had 1 trophy the entire format when I usually have like 10 at least. And like, I just can't figure it out. Like, I'm just struggling, and I just lose a couple of these games. Maybe I'm making bad mulligan decisions. Maybe I'm getting unlucky, but I mean, at this point, I've done like 25 drafts, so... Again, I don't know. I really hate using Golem's Bite on that, but you saw what happened in that first game when I actually decided to get rid of their stupid 1/1 flyers. It worked out for me. Alright, again leaving up counter spells here. I can't really play into them. I'm doing this because my plan is to block their 1/1, use Deceive, and if they somehow kill the Kingfisher or make this block not worth it anymore... Alright, you had the Barad-dûr now. I guess that's pretty good. Can amass 1, I suppose? Maybe 2? Black, you can mass 1. So yeah, like I said, my plan is to deceive, block, and if they like do something that makes it really good, then good for them. I can sacrifice it with the Wormtongue. Because it's legendary, I amass 2. So that's my plan. Mirror of Galadriel, okay. Yeah. I think that means I have to sack it here. Because I do get to amass 2 and draw the card. So... Okay, well we have a chance to resolve something here. And that something can be Shelob, and we'll see if they have the removal for it. They've got all the ward in the world to pay. Notably, they are at 13. Alright. Now, if they are able to kill Shelob, we can sacrifice it to Wormtongue, drain them for 1. Lobelia. Sure. I don't know why Shelob doesn't have reach. I think every spider, like, ever printed has had reach. Alright, well, they get our food. And then they get to start tapping things down. Okay. Fortunately, can't do anything but try to just keep single spelling here, which feels not great. Pippin. Okay. That's pretty good. again, kind of messed that up by not playing Saruman first and getting the double and getting the amass there. Maybe I'm not trophying because I'm just playing loosely. That could very well be it. Alright, claim the precious. If I claim the precious... I don't think it's worth claiming any. I can claim away Pippin, and I'm going to have to next turn if I want to target anything at any point. Ward 1. Okay, so let's do this. Draw and discard. If they try to block, yeah, if they do that, I can ambush here and still pay Pippin's ward. I don't think I get anything off of that, do I? I have my 0/0 orc army food. There you go. Have you ever added that to your your Lord of the Rings bingo card? So now I think this is Ward 1. I think I'll do this now. Still, they have good blockers on Grimo. Now, if they amass at all, sure they're tapping down these two here. Did they decline? Did they decline the ward or something? What happened there? Why is this not staying down? They are playing the Blue-Black Legends Oath of the Grey Host deck here. Oh, it just wasn't listed as staying down. That's weird. Okay, so I can tempt here, attack, hit them for 4. They draw 3 cards. That's probably not worth it. Play the land. I play Ungle Patrol. I crack a food. Again, really tight decisions here. Okay, they'll crack their food. Still can't gain life. They draw 2 cards. And now let's see if they drew what they needed to get out of it here. Shire Terrace won't be it. But they have all the mana in the world to cast all the crazy legends that they need to. Great Hall for colorless. Ungle Patrol. Okay. Alright. Getting rid of Glorious Gale. Interesting. They must be convinced I don't have anything in hand here. Little do they know I have Saruman the White. Now, if they're able to Ring Tempt here, I'm going to be a little low on life, which isn't good. Sacrifice Orc Army. I guess if I had amassed, I would have been able to choose which one to put it on. That would have been kind of strange. I unfortunately can't double spell here. I can Golem's Bite, Ring Tempt the Orc Army, which makes it unblockable by the Ungol Patrol here, and play Dunland Crevain. I think that's probably best. Oh, they have another counterspell? Okay, that's okay. That's fine, I think, because we go here. They have to block Shelob. They go to 3. And can they deal 10 to me? I don't think they can deal 10. It's not impossible. We've had it happen before. They deck before us. Not that it's necessarily coming down to that, but they're still not at level 4 yet. Saruman the White. There can be 2 Sarumans. 1 top. Interesting. Menaldor. Double spell, amass 2. Man. Yeah. Don't really have great attacks with this because they can just bounce it here. We've kind of got an endless stream of food though, which is good. Can only kill one of these. Which do I want to kill? Probably the patrol here. In fact, I can't even target Saruman. All right. We got it. They weren't technically dead, but it was going to be pretty close. We got to keep Shelob. We had more food, so it was a really close game. These games have been really, really tough. Well, at least we don't have to think about keeping this hand, so we'll send that one back. And then probably dump the 5-drop here. And then play against red. Again. Playing blue so I can play Deceive against Rally at the Hornburg here. Well, they didn't do it. Okay. No plays. Double red. Triple red. Swarming. of Moria with a treasure. We know they have a land cycler now. It's probably the Oliphant because they chose not to cycle it. I can cast Claim. I don't think I need to. Nope, nope, it's not a land cycler. Okay. It's just a 1-drop that they didn't want to play at sorcery speed. So Sam's Desperate Rescue, maybe? Maybe the red-black? Blue-red. I will go ahead and claim down Elrond next turn. Pretty easily. Looks like they scryed their other color of mana to the top. Yeah, I need to just make sure that Elrond dies here. And I'll give it to the Kingfisher. I still have the opportunity to deceive, make that a -1/2, and then double block it down here. They did find their blue off of the Elrond Scry. Surrounded by orcs. Okay. Okay, interesting. That does work out for you. Down goes the knights to a... Interesting. So we can deceive the messenger our own knights to prevent this from doing much. Granted, we do still have to take 5 now this turn, but... I mean... We get to keep it? Very much need another claim here. Really don't need more lands. That's pretty good right now. Okay. 1 top. I'm probably chumping next turn. I can't discard Dunland Crebain, right? I have the ability to still draw a land next turn to cast the Fell Beast. Planning on chumping with Dunland Crebain here. See if they play another creature. Sure. Alright, now I need a land. Thank you. That was quite good. And now I just have to basically mill a card. Good thing, milled another land. Alright, now we're in the driver's seat. That was that was a heck of a turn. Quarrel's in, that should be fine. Rally at the Hornberg. Lots of chump blockers. I don't care about isolation. Or I don't... Doesn't do much for me here. Sam's Desperate Rescue. Getting back a Dunlin Crabane. Tempting us to level 3. They're chumping. Yeah, the isolation doesn't do much here. That should probably be game here, I would think. There's a board sweeper. There is Spiteful Banditry, but that leaves us with the 6/6, so we would still survive. We would still kill them there. Sweet. I guess Spiteful Banditry plus Ranger's Firebrand would have gotten him out of that there. Could have banditry down everything and left 2 toughness on this and firebranded down the toughness. But they didn't have those combination of cards. Okay, I'm known for sketchy keeps, but I'm not even going to keep this one here. There's no black in that hand, so. Wow, what a decision here. I think it's Lorien Revealed that has to go back. That guarantees we can cast everything in our hand, including 2 removal spells. I do like myself a Lorien Revealed, but... Alright, Land Cycler, which one? Is it the Troll? Lorien Revealed, another blue-black opponent. We've had good luck against blue-black so far. See if they counterspell Pelargir Survivor. Nope, and they didn't even have any priority, so that's good news for us. We have not run into Torment of Golem yet, which would be a pretty devastating card against our hand right now. Would leave us with basically nothing. Yeah, that's fine. No, actually, tap this here. Just play it. We can still hold up Golem's Bite. They play like a Greyhaven's Navigator or something. We can still kill it pre-blocks. Sure. Here comes Torment. Arwen's Gift. Okay. Worse things have happened. Double top. Those are the worst things. I'm going to try to bluff a counterspell here. The 1 damage in this matchup isn't going to matter that much. Yeah. Bilbo's great. Good thing we can kill him, but they're already at the level 3 after we do that. Fell Beast. Can't quite cast that just yet. So whenever he enters or leaves the battlefield, the ring temp. See, this is going to go to level 3. So we can do this and then kill Bilbo. And then they at least don't have a creature that is their ring bearer. Hopefully they just play like one creature here that I can Fell Beast down. Really, again, hoping to not see Torment of Golem come out of their hand. Seven mana, they had no plays. Okay, so very suspicious of Counterspell now. A second Bilbo. They are at level 4. And are they going to hold up Glorious Gale? Looks like they will. So I won't play Fell Beast into their Glorious Gale here. Shire Terrace is worse. Go to damage. I could play the land and have the ring tempt me again. Or I can play the land for looting. Or hold the land for more looting. I think I'll hold it for more looting here. I know they've got Glorious Gale in hand. They just forecasted it so much. There's the Torment of Golem I said I really didn't want to see. So they got it. Okay. Saruman the White. I was about to say, if we draw Saruman the White, do we play him into the Glorious Gale that's still up over there? Probably not. Hithlane not Smite the Deathless. Okay, well. Guess I gotta sack that then. That does leave up the opportunity for us to play Saruman now. They've got claim though, so that means they also do this and still hold up Glorious Gale. Let's see if they pitch it now. No, just pitching an island. A third Bilbo? Treason putting Lorien revealed. That's pretty good. Pretty good. That might win them the game there with the card advantage that they're going to accrue. Because ours is sitting... Oh, we shuffled since then. Forgot about that. We have Shelob in the deck. That's a good card. At some point I'm worried here that because this recording is so long that my computer is going to be like, that's enough. We're just going to end this recording. It's done that a couple times when recordings approach 2+ hours. So just know that if at any point we just cut here, there's not much I'm going to be able to do. on that front, except to tell you how the game went at the end. You didn't actually get the ring tempt, unfortunately, so it's just going to die here. Would I rather hold this up as protection against my 4/4 if they try to remove the Orc army? Or would I rather attack for 1 more point of damage? I think I'll just do this. Second Lorien revealed, drawing all of the cards. 6 cards in hand now. That makes life pretty tough. Ugluk. Okay. Giving it here so that 4, 7, 8. Sure. They go to 3. I can put them to 2, but that's not good enough. So I'll play the knights here. Okay. They still have plenty of cards in hand, so they have answers here. That's okay. Have to sacrifice this because it's getting bounced to our hand here. One bottom ring tempts them. I don't quite have lethal because I have to attack here, put them to 1. They block. If I play the knights and I sacrifice it, I don't amass 2. I don't have a way to get a legendary creature, so I just do this. They have to block there. They go to 1. I play knights and they counter it with Glorious Gale? Okay, no. My mouse is just dying on me here. Okay, they didn't draw out of it. Man, really, really tight, good games here today. I think we're 6-3. This might be the last game of the draft. Let's see. Okay, we are in fact 6-3. Win or lose, last game of the draft here. And we have all 3 of our colors and are able to cast Claim on 3 if we need it, which is great. Black, black. Play Survivor. They don't get priority, so... Black, black, black. Inherited envelope. Now you've got your second color. Just gonna go ahead and pass. Hold up isolation here as well. See what their play is. Torment. Alright, they're gonna get something. I can choose to isolation it. Or the 2/2 that they make. They get the clean 2 for 1, but I mean... It's mana efficient. Make sure I get it out of my hand, because I'm probably not going to be casting it for a good moment. Yeah, taking the claim here. I think I will just go ahead and get rid of it. That could be wrong, but you never know. No need to hold up Deceive. They know we have it at this point, so they're not going to run into it. Kingfisher, okay. And what else? Lots of blue-black opponents today. Lash of the Balrog. Sure. Again, no need to hold up Kingfisher, or no need to hold up Deceive here. I think they're trying to find their blue. They're desperately trying to find their blue mana here. See if they top it. If they don't... Okay, so they found an island. Still 3 mana. They could have another... They could have claimed the Precious for the Ungol Patrol here. Another Kingfisher. Sure. Let's Birthday Escape. Let's give it here. Let's get in. Discard the land. Go to blockers. Play Kingfisher, I think. No need to play Desperate Rescue this turn. So again, they scryed something to the top last turn. If they don't immediately play an island, it might have been a removal spell. Another Lash. Okay, they're drawing cards, getting rid of stuff that we have. I can Desperate Rescue that back if I want to. If I draw a land, I probably will. They're still mana screwed, notably, after 15 cards. Kind of mana screwed. I mean, they've got an envelope, which helps. Okay, I did draw the land. Let's see what happens here first. Yeah, I don't need you anymore. I think I'm going to go ahead and Desperate Rescue back the Ungol Patrol. And then play it. They might have Glorious Gale here, but, I mean... I can't necessarily play around that. I think I'll keep it as my 1/3, and then let's see if they do have it or not. Nope. No plays. There's the blue. Okay, now what do you got? Mirkwood Bats. That isn't great. I mean, it holds back the Kingfisher as long as... Okay. Okay. Pass it on back. Do they have one of the land cyclers that they just don't want to do? Maybe Lorien Revealed in hand? They already cycled the Troll. Berserker. Sure, I can kill that with Golem's Bite. Trickery? Nasty End is what they had in hand. Okay. Alright. Do I have lethal here? I -3, -0. I make a 1/1. I tempt next turn. This deals 4 damage. They have to block. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So no. I can tempt right now. I think I'd rather play Saruman, though. Okay, they had their own deceive. Okay. Got that Mirkwood Bats combo. Sure, can't do anything about that. Play Saruman, and then do I deceive to just get the amass here? They know I have it. This is basically a 1-mana 3/3 right now. I'm just going to cash in and get my 1-mana 3/3. Still a close one here. There's a lot of draws that a blue-black deck can have to help them in this situation. Nothing much more to do, but let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Tempt here. I suppose we give it still to the survivor. Clearly they have things, I just don't know what those things are. But whatever they are, I can't do anything about them at this point. Sure. And then Haunt. Okay. So they can double block my 3/3. I can kill the bats here. They would take lethal, so they can't double block the 3/3. Their blocks aren't great. They basically just have to chump. Okay, go to 1. And then they concede. We got there with the deck. Wow. 7-2, max wins. Probably the longest draft of the format. Hopefully you're still here. If you are, you got rewarded with a really great draft with really great gameplay, really good games. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it over there. Again, go ahead, subscribe, and check out the Daily Draft Patreon as the reward for my second trophy of the format. I want to make sure I get out of here before the video cuts off on me. Thanks for tuning in today. I'll see you next time for your Daily Draft.